Okay, as you can see, what I've done is I've taken the what's going to essentially be the handle for the bag. And now remember, we wanted a nice smooth edge on the top part of the bag itself. So, what I'm doing, because remember, this bag is going to be lined. It's going to have a lining. So, I'm just turning it inside out. This is where the lining is going to start. So, I've attached my handle on one side. I'm actually lining it up with the seam. So, that, because we're going to stitch right across here when we add the lining. And because I want it to be even, I'm just going to kind of gather up the bottom part of the bag, reach over here to the other side, and I'm just going to pin this down. And I'm going to probably go ahead and pin this down. Sew this down now. And then when I'm doing the lining, I won't have to worry about this slipping and sliding all over the place. And then, the bag handle won't be attached properly. So that's how we attach the handle to the bag. Okay, now here is the inside the bag lining. Instead of doing pleats for the inside bag lining, I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to use gathers, and I'll show you what I mean. But you have to make sure that you stitch all the way around the bottom of the bag. Leave an opening, because remember, you're going to flip this inside out, and then you'll just stitch this back together. And just want to stitch all the way around. Now, I know you cannot see it on here, but, and I hope I can see it. I just did a regular stitch, and if you've ever done fabric gathers before, oops, did I run out of thread? Okay, if you've ever done them before, okay, here we go. So, all I'm going to do is just take the long tail in and just kind of gather it along. There we go. So you just want to kind of pull gently until you get the desired length that you're going to need for your bag. So now this is going to take a minute, so I'm not going to force you to watch all of this. But as you can see, it's starting to gather. And then this is going to be, like I said, the inside of the bag. Now what you can see is I've pinned the lining to the purse. So it's really, you want to pin both right sides together. And remember now, you left this opening in the bottom so you can pull the purse through, tuck the lining back in, and then you'll stitch this lining up. And we are almost done with this purse. Just a few more little touches. I put a lot of pins in because I want it to be right. So I think we are ready to sew. And be careful, when you're sewing like this, make sure you take all these pins out and don't hit it with your sewing machine needle, because otherwise you'll break your needle. And then you got to stop and change the needle, and, well, just takes up time. So, alright, I'm going to go sew this. I'll bring it back and I'll show you how I reverse it, pull it inside out. Now, it might be a little hard for you to see, but basically all the pins are out. I've stitched the lining to the bag. And to do this, once again, you need to stitch the right sides together and leave an opening in the bottom. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the bag inside out, just like this. Ta-da! And then I'm going to actually go ahead and show you on camera right now that we're going to just stuff everything inside the bag, the lining, so you'll see how this works. And I'm just going to stuff this back in here. Okay. Voila! Ta-da! You've got your bag, you've got your cute little handle, and just a few little more things we got to do. I'm going to put a little snap, I think, right here, so it'll close together. and I gotta stitch up this opening in the bottom of the bag. Now, how am I going to do that? Just pull it out somewhat, and I'm just going to fold it in on itself. Now, you could actually stitch this by hand, but I'm just going to be a little lazy because it is just the bottom of the bag. So, no one's going to see this. It's not going to be all messed up looking. So, I'm just going to kind of press fold that in. And sorry, my nail polish looks horrible today. But I wanted to get this video done because I really want to carry this bag around. I like this bag. I like this color. So, gonna keep pinning that. Then we're gonna stitch right here, and we will be just about done with this bag. Poke that out a little bit so I see where I'm going. And that's right there, just like that. So now we're gonna stitch close that bottom opening that we had in the bag. And we had to have that so we could reverse the purse all the way around. Oh, and let me make a suggestion. Check your lining all the way around to make sure these stitches are good before you close up this hole. But it looks good to me. Looks good. So we'll just tuck that back in there. I'm going to go sew this part and be right back. Okay. Now you'll see I stitched the bottom hole closed, and take all my pins out. Make sure you get all your pins out. And now I'm gonna push the bag back down in here. Push the lining back down in here. And yippity doo dah day, we have a really pretty bag. This is so, oh God, I love this. This is awesome. So I've got, as you can possibly see, I've got a few little strings that I need to clip. But now this bag is done almost. Like I said, I'm going to put a little snap there, and I'll show you what that looks like. Or maybe I'll just leave it open. That's actually kind of cool. Maybe we'll do a snap on the next bag. So, pretty little bag. Didn't take too long. Super simple, super easy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So, I hope you like the bag we made today. And feel free, send me pictures of any bags that you've made. And I'd love to see them. So, thanks for watching. Bye!